Do you think is the hardest trope to write well? And what's the easiest?
I think the ones you like are the easiest.
Right. Well, and I think in some ways the ones that are the hardest are the ones that have been overused so much that they really are hard to find a new spin to. Yeah, for instance, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast, and I did do a short story, so I have to send it to you. But it is really hard to find a new handle on that doesn't look like all of the same.
That trope can also come across, if you don't get it just right, it can come across really abusive when you don't mean it to.
Well, you know, or you could do something like, I don't know, sparkling vampires.
Vampires shouldn't sparkle.
But yeah, I think the ones that have been used a whole lot are very difficult to write something new and original well.
Like in fantasy, like a little Tolkien-esque, you know, we're in a medieval alternate world with elves and, you know, the hero's quest. And I mean, it's very hard. I mean, people are so ingrained with Tolkien or those types of stories. It's very hard to not have a fantasy world that's not a medieval place.
See, and Jim C. Hines again did that with goblins in his first books, and those were great because they were the hero was a little not very pleasant goblin, and you're like, you should do that and actually make that work.
For me, I think the hardest thing is something that is usually a trope that you're exploring because it's not a trope to you. For instance, I write a lot of blind characters because I'm losing my sight. To me, this is not a trope. This is me working out my shit.
Right.
You know, well, it is. I mean, you know, I can be all meta about it. Really, I'm just working out my shit. But you know, people, oh, well, that's a great trope. And I'm like, yeah, no, not really. That's just a me.
Yeah, that's my life.
But yeah, so I think that's for me the hardest because some people will refer to it as a trope, and I go, that wasn't what I intended. I didn't intend it to be this tropey thing. I intended to work out my shit.
Well, and that is true when you've got a trope that hits home. Somebody in our last panel was talking about that, where she wrote about breast cancer, and she was a breast cancer, and that was not a trope for her. That was a way to talk about stuff that was really important. So yeah, when it gets personal.